So, good evening, YouTube. Good evening. I hope everyone's having a wicked Tuesday. Big up everybody who was on the FIFA stream. That was really good. We absolutely smashed it today on FIFA. Link for the gaming channel is in the description. And it's going well, man. We're on for the Europa League at the moment. We're still on for a title, actually. And if we get the title, then we qualify for Champions League qualifiers with the worst team on FIFA in the first season as well. If we get second or third, I think we go into Europa League qualifiers, which would be pretty damn decent as well, if I'm being honest. But yeah, it's been going really well. If you haven't checked that out, do go and do so. Lee Gunner Gaming, link down there. If you haven't checked out the 2 videos from this morning, do so as well. And also, 7 o'clock tonight, level 1 members stream. If you're on the 2 tiers above that, come jump on as well. We'll have a laugh and a giggle for half hour to 40 minutes or so tonight. And yeah, it'd be good, man. It'd be good. Anyway, stick a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. We're going to talk about Wissam Ben Yedder. Now, he has been linked to Arsenal quite a few times over the years, if we're being honest. And I've always kind of rated him to a certain level. But then I look at it and I think, are you good enough to go to an elite club? And there's a reason for me why he's never gone to an elite club. And that's because he isn't that great. He's a good player. He's not a great player. And he's going to be 30 years old in August. Monaco are said to be willing to let him go for £40 million. And there's a whole host of clubs queuing up for him. Don't get it twisted. There is a lot of teams queuing up for him. Tottenham, Chelsea, Man City, Man United, Juventus, you know. But when I look at his career and I look at where he's been, where he's played, listen, his goals ratio is pretty decent. It's 1 in 2 pretty much everywhere he's been. But I just look at it and I think, like, you're a good player in bang average teams, or you're a good player or just above good in decent teams, but they're not great. They're the nearly team. Yeah, and you stand out a little bit because you're one of the better players. If he was to play at a massive football club, I don't think he'd be that great. I genuinely don't. Would he get in City over Jesus and Aguero? Hell no. Would he get in Arsenal over Aubameyang? No chance. Could he be the Aubameyang replacement? There's all sorts of rumours going around today that Aubameyang signed a new deal. I don't know who's made that one up, but that's a load of rubbish in my opinion. He's off. And maybe we are looking at Wissam Ben Yedder because, like I said, his goals ratio is 1 in 2, which is fairly decent, to be fair. But 40 million quid for a 30-year-old that's never really played at a massive football club. You know, he's the nearly guy. He's the bridesmaid. He's played at the half-decent football club. And he's put in decent performances. He's put in decent figures. I mean, the picture I just showed you there, this one, that was against Man United, you know, at Old Trafford. So, listen, he has got the ability. We know that. But at 30 years old in the summer, August the 12th, his birthday, 30 years old, is it worth £40 million? You know, I was talking about Willian earlier on this morning. For a free signing that's over the age of 30, cool, I'll take that. But if you're paying 40 million quid for somebody who's coming towards the end of his career, you haven't got that resale value to go with it. And, you know, it's no guarantee that he's going to come in and smash it. For me, that's too big a risk. But listen, I'll give you his stats. His stats are not bad, like I said. His stats are pretty damn decent. He's under contract for the next 4 years at Monaco. He signed a 5-year deal in the summer. But like I said, he is 29 at the moment. He's only been capped 8 times for France. He's got a couple of goals in that. But his stats for Monaco, 31 games, 19 goals, 9 assists, which is pretty good. For Sevilla, which is one of the clubs he's done fairly well at as well. Toulouse was the other one. He's played for all 3 of them. But for Sevilla, 138 games, 70 goals, 22 assists. So decent output. For Toulouse, 174 games in total, 71 goals, 22 assists. That is mad that his figures are nigh on identical, bar 1 goal difference, that he scored more for Toulouse than he did for Sevilla. That is pretty mad. But yeah, I just look at it and I think, like, you know, it's a lot of money for a player that I'm still not kind of sure about. You know, it's somebody that, you know, his movement's decent. He's fairly quick. He's not lightning. He does get the decent amount of goals every season in terms of the tally, but for me, it's not the one that we need. Yes, he's better than Lacazette in terms of finishing and scoring. I personally think he's better than Laka. Some of you guys might disagree. I ain't really too fussed about hold-up play and stuff like that. If you want a hold-up play striker, go and bring Giroud back or go and get Andy Carroll or somebody like that. I was joking about Andy Carroll or Giroud before anyone thinks I'm being serious. But he is off the shoulder, in between the lines kind of striker, in and around the box, picking up the scraps and making the runs and the movement. He's very similar with his movement to Aubameyang. Yeah, he makes these little runs inside, then peels off the back. He's a very cute and clever player. But for me, he ain't going to get us anywhere near the amount of goals Aubameyang gets us. So if he is an Aubameyang replacement, no chance, not for me. If he's a Lacazette replacement, then that changes things a little bit for me. You know, because I think he is better than Lacazette. I think his goals output, despite being at other clubs that are not as good as Arsenal or not as great in terms of the leagues that they're in, for me, I think his output's decent. Can he translate that output into a Premier League output of the similar level? I'm not so sure, man. I don't know. I'm kind of sitting on the fence with this one. I think he's all right. I don't think he's worth 40 million. I don't think that he's better than Aubameyang by any stretch of the imagination. He's better than Laka, but is he that much better than Laka that he's going to kick us on and get us up, flying up the table? Not for me. I'd love to know what you guys think about this, because listen, I put it out on a community post, I put it out on my socials, and most of you have said no. Most of the people that have commented on that, it's been a bit of a mixed one. Most said no from what I read earlier, but he does divide opinion, and that's the reason why I don't want him. You know, we've got enough players at this football club that divide opinion. And for me, I just look at it and think, boy, there's no resale value. You're knocking on a bit now, but you've got to come and hit the ground running. It might take you a year to settle in, by which time you're 31. What is the point here? You know, there is no point. So for me, probably not. I'd rather go and get somebody else, somebody a little bit younger, maybe just put Martinelli in there. You know, we've got Eddie Nketiah, keep Aubameyang if we can, sell Laka. Put Martinelli as the number 2 striker behind Aubameyang, but I'd love to see that, but I'm not so sure that's going to happen. I think Martinelli's still going to be a bit part player, unfortunately, which is a shame because he is our second best striker at the club this season. The amount of goals he's scored, the performances he's put in, every time he's played, he's been involved in a goal. You know, he's been absolutely phenomenal. And for me, he's a mini version of Suarez, man. He is absolutely class, which is why there's so many clubs sniffing around after him. You know, there's a lot of clubs looking at Martinelli going, boy, there's a player there, you know. So I don't know. Listen, leave it all in the comment section. Don't forget, I will be back later at 7 o'clock doing the members stream. I'm going to be back at 9 o'clock as well. And I'm going to talk about the reports coming out at the moment, suggesting that Arsenal have signed a couple of players on a free. One of the journalists has put that out there. He hasn't mentioned the names as such. I think he's mentioned one of them being Ryan Fraser. He hasn't mentioned the other one. I think I know who the other one is anyway. So I'm going to do a video about that for 9 o'clock. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Interesting thoughts on my behalf anyway, about the 2 potential free signings that we've signed allegedly. And then I will be back in the morning as per usual, 7 o'clock and 10:30. Do keep smashing the likes up on the videos. That does really help. Do subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. Hit the join button. Hit the join, hit the join, hit the join. Come join the party, baby. LGFC, Bluetoothing it up. Subscribe to the gaming channel as well. I'm really enjoying doing them streams at the moment. So please do go and subscribe to the gaming channel and boost that up. We're so close to 2,000 subscribers on that. And bearing in mind that I haven't actually uploaded that many videos or streams to that channel, that is absolutely pucker. Some people struggle to get 1,000 subs. So fair play to every single one of you. Big up everyone who's gone on there today and watched that stream. And big up Jibs who donated to the channel as well. So thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. I'll be back at 7 for the member stream. Failing that, I'll be back at 9. Laters, peeps.